Hi, everybody. My name is John DePietro.
And Bob Zagambi with the Camp Report Show.
And on this Camp Report Show, Bob, one of the things that RVers like to do is eat. There's no question about that. And today,
Yeah,
we are going barbecue searching in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been there, I've eaten, and I'm going back.
that's a great place for
Ah,
barbecue. That's
sure
for
it is.
sure. All right, I've got an interview with Willie Miller from Columbus and River Ranch from Forest River. We haven't talked to Willie for a while since he got his new job, and we'll spend a few minutes with him.
An update with Willie and an update on barbecue. Bob, where do we get all the news? Because we've got a bunch of interesting news, very interesting news stories to talk about today.
Yes,
Where do we find all
we
that
got some
stuff?
great ones. Ben Quiggle with Woodall's Campground Magazine and Rick Kessler with RV Business.
All of that coming up right now, right here. Where?
On the Camper Report Show.
RV enthusiasts require specialized insurance and warranty solutions. RVerinsurance.com and Wholesale Warranties stand prepared to address the distinct health insurance, RV insurance, and RV warranty needs of every RVer. Renowned for its exceptional service in offering health insurance for RVers who often venture beyond their coverage zones, RVerinsurance.com has partnered with Wholesale Warranties to ensure a similar standard of expertise and attention when procuring an RV extended warranty for your new or pre-owned travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome. So start securing your peace of mind today by visiting wholesalewarranties.com/RVer insurance or RVerinsurance.com. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Camp Report Show. This is our news segment. My name is John DePietro. That young man sitting over there is Bob Zagami. And Bob, we've met our friends at Winnebago for many, many years now. Okay. We've talked about the new innovations in products that they have, whether it's a new kind of folding couch or a new kind of toilet or a new kind of entry door. But Winnebago has upped the ante with Winnebago Connect. I saw it demonstrated a while ago. And, everything from locking locking your RV to checking the temperature for your pets to be sure that they're safe and checking your hot water and cold water and everything else. Talk about Winnebago Connect because I'm absolutely amazed at this technology.
Yeah, we saw it back in the Tampa show in January, and it was pretty much ready for the market. They fine-tuned it a little bit more. What's very interesting is they had looked at a lot of software packages as they wanted to get into systems for their consumers, and just didn't like what they saw. So this is the first attempt at Winnebago to have its own in-house developed software product. And it is called Winnebago Connect. It controls everything, basically everything on the RV and makes it very easy for the customer. As you said, lock the doors. It'll automatically bring in the awning. If your temperature, this one, if the temperature starts to drop, it will automatically open the roof vents. And if that doesn't do it, it'll close the roof vents and turn on the generator because you set the temperature parameters of the minimum and maximums that you want. That's ingenious, and it's all done by an app on the phone. You sit there, and everything is done for you. It is they feel it's game-changing technology, and there's nothing like it in the RV industry with this much intelligence built in. Now they're going to go slow in the beginning, and it's only going to be available on one model of the Winnebago View and Navion, and that's the ones that we saw the prototype
Yes,
on.
correct.
And yeah, it's going to be a game changer. It'll when you look at technology and how it evolves, I think the approach is very smart. Bring it out on a very popular motorhome and run it for a year or so and see. So the way they put it was over the next few years, it'll be built into their entire product line.
Yeah.
But it'll be a real game changer. There's a lot of companies building on the Mercedes-Benz chassis. There's certainly a lot of competitors to the View and the Navion in the marketplace. So this is going to be a distinct advantage for the consumer who wants to get really engaged into that technology aspect of it.
Yeah.
And probably the best feature, and we have this in our home consumer products a lot now, is it's onboard software updating. So when the software update comes up, they're just going to send it to you. And it's going to be available in a subscription service. So you're going to have typical of many software products now, three different levels of features and benefits that you have, which of course provides an ongoing revenue stream of every product that you sell out there. So they're doing everything right on this, and it's going to be very interesting to see it. Now, I'm sure they'll be showcasing it. Not sure if we'll see it in Hershey
Yeah.
or if they're going to wait till to unveil it in Tampa in January. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see it in Hershey in a couple of weeks.
Okay. So congrats to our friends at Winnebago for rolling that out and telling us all about it. Um, One of the things that I've noticed about the RV industry is diversity. Okay. Not the diversity that is politically charged these days, not that kind of diversity. But you know what? When we started learning about RVing 20 years ago, it was basically you sat around in a Class A and your only exercise was taking the lounge chair from the belly of your RV to underneath the awning, and then maybe throwing on a couple pieces of wood, okay, onto the fireplace. And then you sat for the weekend. You had some cigarettes, a beer, a few hot dogs. Okay. Now there's a seminar coming up August 23rd through 25th called Overland Expo, and it is as far and it's RVing, I guess, or I should we should call it camping because it's not RVing because no RVs are allowed. You can't bring a Class A, a Class B, a Class C, or a travel trailer to this event. But Bob, talk about what this event is going to consist of and how people can find out more about it because it's totally different than that Connect product that we just talked about from Winnebago.
Yeah, it is camping of a sort, and it's probably a different audience than what we have typically seen in the RV industry. But I contend that these two are going to merge at some point in time. It's typically for a younger audience that is very active on the outdoors, and this is Overland Expo Mountain West in Colorado. They also do an East thing, an East session, but they've got hundreds of sessions, 175 different classes, demonstrations, activity, 100 different instructors. So they're in their own little world now.
Don't worry.
You know, many can say it's competitive to the RV industry because the RV industry is trying to get the overland market, the younger generation, with heavier duty motorhomes, heavier duty trailers that they're pitching as an overland product. But this is serious overland camping. And it's only $160. They usually have them in these big open fields. $160 get you into the education program and the classes. And they're camping, which is their top prospect. It's people that are in tents or sleeping in their car with a tent on top. That's their prime price. It's already sold out at $160 also. It's
Yep.
sold out, but you caught it. I didn't catch it. I'll read it. It absolutely says no RVs, travel trailers, Class A or Class C motorhomes allowed. Now they forgot Super Cs, but they forgot pop-up, but they'll probably allow pop-ups. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
and they have
pop-ups
geyser
with pop
showers,
ups. Huh?
portable toilets, and geyser showers. Now, I don't know what a geyser shower is. Does
I
that
don't
mean
either.
water's coming flying out of the ground?
I think it's probably a big concrete pad. It's kind of like the splash pad for the kids at
If
campground or something. Yeah, I'll jump in together and please leave your bathing suit on.
they may even have a seminar on why you don't need Winnebago Connect.
Yeah, it's a good point. We got to get up off the ground with a little tenting and roughing it on the outdoors, or
Yeah,
get a
but
nice Winnebago view or Navion and have your Winnebago Connect and
Again,
enjoy a different
uh,
type of camping. But you know, it's all inclusive. You said it's
yep,
diversified. We'll
yep.
take
Well,
anybody
the
outdoors and whatever they want to buy and whatever they want to camp in, we'll take them.
example, a couple of my grandsons and their dad went camping this past weekend, and I thought they must have two or three tents. And I said, show me the picture. The tent was like an 8 by 10. It had a steel frame. And they slept on cots with electric, with those battery operated lanterns. So they weren't really roughing it. And, again, it's another way that camping is getting bigger and bigger. RVing is a subset of camping now.
Yeah.
And really interesting. Talk about really interesting things. This next bit of technology. So we went from technology to non-technology. Now we're going to amazing technology. Three things, three diverse topics in our news
Yeah.
segment today. Alliance RV has put together a video that simulates a drone flying from the entrance to the factory through the CEO conference room, through the manufacturing process, right to the campfire. Talk about that. And you just had Joe Meal on a couple weeks ago on this show. I don't know if he brought it up or not, but it's absolutely fascinating. We've got the link to it, the full video. It's a 3.5 minute
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, it's about a little over 3 minutes. We're going to show the entire video. We don't normally do that. We have our technical team put in little pieces, but we asked them this week to put in this entire video because it's so good that you have to see it, and it is amazing. Whoever's flying this drone must fly regular aircraft too, because the accuracy, the speed, uh, because we don't know how many takes they take or how many drones they destroyed in
Or
filming it,
or
but
RVs they destroyed through the factory.
that. But it is very clever, and I think we'll see more use of it. But it's really great to see the inside. It's like a 3 minute tour of the entire Alliance operation, one of the manufacturing plants, rather than going there and taking a couple hours and eating in the area and doing other things. So, but I would argue that it's so good. After you see the video, you're going to want to tour more. You're going to certainly want to tour the Alliance factories, but you're going to want to see a lot more factories and see how these RVs are made.
Yep, absolutely amazing. So
Yep.
there's our story. Winnebago, Overland, and Alliance. And where do we get that news?
We get that news from RV Business, Rick Kessler, and Woodall's Campground Magazine with our good friend Ben Quiggle.
So we got barbecue and Willie coming up. Stay with us right here. Where, Bob?
On the Camper Report Show.
Attention all RVers. Say goodbye to roof worries and hello to worry-free travel with RV Roof Magic. This revolutionary liquid butyl roof coating is specially formulated to protect your RV from the elements, to extend its lifespan and prevent leaks. With simple application and outstanding results, RV Roof Magic is the go-to choice for RV owners seeking superior roof protection. Don't let roof maintenance issues hold you back. RV Roof Magic is the only liquid butyl rubber in the world that offers a one-coat, no primer coverage and a 10-year warranty. Visit rvroofmagic.com/RVLife and extend your roof another 18 to 20 years.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Camper Report Show. And familiar face on the other side of the screen is Willie Miller, and Willie is the new general manager for Columbus and River Ranch. Wanted to give you a little time to settle into the routine, Willie, but I know you've been doing a lot of good things behind the scenes. Tell us about the change and what you're doing with Columbus and River Ranch.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Obviously, the first 3 years, I just seemed to make a lot of noise. Now I'm actually working, getting here to the plant at 5 a.m. and being involved in everything from utility bills to the facilities to obviously the product, our dealer relations, and just really building out where Columbus has been and where we want it to go. So I do appreciate you giving me a little time. I think I'm on week 12 The first 6 weeks was very little sleep, a lot of anxiety, but now I've just kind of calmed down a little bit. And, the team's been great in terms of just kind of embracing the vision of just being smart, having a plan, being consistent. And yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good now. So
Well, you're a little subdued, Willie.
yeah,
I can see the impact on you, but you obviously have been working very hard, so you're paying attention to everything there. I always liked the Columbus and the River Ranch product lines. They didn't get a lot of publicity out there. That's your job now to kind
yep.
of revitalize the product line, get yourself some good dealers. But tell us a couple of features of each one for people that may not be familiar with the product line. So when they get to Hershey or the consumer shows, they seek them out.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I'm going to, as always, I'm not taking credit. I mean, one of the things that I talked to you offline about, I inherited what I believe to be the best built fifth wheel, full profile on the market. And I credit Carl Miller, who was over this for a while, and Don Gundon. So coming in, we had an amazingly well built product. I mean, not a bunch of happy talk, not drone footage, not a lot of creative marketing, but just full transparency. We have a 2.5-inch wide truss. I think that's the widest in the industry. These are built 16 on center on the roof. We use 8x8 sheets of 1/2-inch decking on the roof. So there's only 4 seams. This is the first time I've ever seen this kind of construction of the box. I've never seen this before. We use high density spray foam on the front cap of every single floor plan. We use double Asdale on all the laminated walls, including all the slide outs. So it is for me, it's in a different shopping aisle. I told Carl I would never take credit. I really appreciate his leadership and obviously Don's of getting the plant building this type of product consistently. And as you know, I kind of said to you offline, I've looked to you and other mentors of just, hey, when you've got a great product that doesn't have the buzz, it's not the new shiny penny, what do you have to do to get more people to walk the product? And to me, I think it's just a simple invitation. Take a look at what we have for 2025. We've simplified everything to just focus on the 5 top selling floor plans in the industry. So we have a 376 dual suite. So that's going to be that 2-room setup where you got a king bed and a full queen with also a loft. So that's a nice family floor plan. We've got the front kitchen, the rear kitchen, and then we have a single bathroom rear living and then a 1.5 bath rear living floor plan. But really not changing things. So 5 floor plans, we've taken all of the pricing because it was kind of spread out over a lot of buckets. We've simplified that for budgets for retail as well as dealers to identify, hey, we can take all 5 floor plans in this price bucket. So just making some simple modifications. And I've really shared with our team, we just have to be patient, gently invite people to take a look at our version of these floor plans that everybody else has. One of the things that I promised you and many other people, I'm not going to focus on all the Me Too features that this whole industry uses. I've been very transparent since I got in the industry. A lot of consumers, dealers, they all know MoRide, Lipper, Airxcel, we're all using 80% of the same supply chain. So with those features, we'll tell, yeah, we have 3 ACs. They're Coleman Machs right now. We're using, MoRide on the pin box. We've got the solid steps. But it's about the construction and what I keep saying, beyond the lipstick. And so then we just have to be patient, getting people to go in and take a look at it. So
yeah,
that's kind of where we're at.
I think one of the pluses for you is that you are not a gigantic brand. You've got
Right.
good products, high quality products. So you only need the dealers that are really going to invest the time in showing why this product line is different. So if the dealers invest the time and learn the product line, it's not like a big major brand where they've got 23 models and 100 different floor plans. And let's face it, salespeople only have a limited capacity on what they can put upstairs and sell to a customer. So
Right.
you've got a small package, but a good package to talk about and sell. And with good training, these people, I mean, if I'm a small dealer, or if I'm a dealer that has the product line, I'm going to, really push that out there because of just what you said. If they learn that storyline, if they believe in it, they can see it and they can show it to customers, then that's going to be unique. And you're not, let's face it, the industry's in a slowdown. So we're still waiting for it to come back, and we're not going to see much of that till 2025, get past the election and get the country turned around again. So you're in a real, I think you're in a real sweet spot, and I suspect your team does too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing I'm most fortunate about, to be honest, is sales is vanity and net income is sanity. So to be able to come in and the first week of June, we clear out all 2024 models. We don't have to do any massive discounts. We're not in a big stress about a huge yard. We're clean. So we
Yeah.
can just have open conversations. We can respect the dealer's floor planning where we don't require them or need them to take a 10 or a 20 pack. Just for ones that were kind of on the fence, they're saying, hey, what's our cost of entry? We're just asking for 3 floor plans to start, maybe 4. And then just be patient, looking at the metrics, stat surveys, Power BI. How are these things turning? That's the one thing that I told the sales team. That's what we control. The days of ringing the bell because, hey, we got excited, a dealer took a few units. Well, that's when the work starts. So I've really challenged the sales team to focus on when a dealer takes units, we need to be making content videos. We need to be letting retail know where our units are located so they can be kindly invited to go and take a look and see if they can see the difference of the construction, and just be patient. And in time, I really stand behind with the construction that was in place prior to me getting here, and I'm not looking to make any changes. I think it's very well built, and I'm excited.
Let's talk a little bit about the River Ranch. I've liked that product since the day it came out, and I had done some promotional videos for rolling on TV at that time. Tell us what's unique about that, because I would venture to say a lot of people don't have any idea what the River Ranch is, don't realize
Yeah.
the value of what it brings. It's uniquely different in the marketplace.
Yeah, so just to, kind of pay homage to Ron Brown, who's our engineer. He actually just got his notification with the patent office. But originally, Columbus, they filed a patent to have a 7-foot ceiling height in the upper deck of all 5 floor plans. Well, we carried that over to River Ranch, and obviously his patent extended to the massive pass-through storage. So for people that don't know, River Ranch is built up on a platform, still meets the NHTSA 13-foot 6-foot or 13-foot 6-inch height on the roadway, but we have a unique characteristic of the most pass-through doors of any fifth wheel in the industry. And again, credit to Ron. What I really like about that in terms of the pitch or the story, it's not dependent on a purchase part. So we don't sit and tell everybody, hey, because we buy from X supplier, you get that with us, because that can sometimes be a challenge, because typically when you get an agreement with a supplier on a unique part, you only have exclusivity for about 10 months. So the fact that what makes River Ranch so unique, once you're into the coach and there's no steps from the rear to the front, 7-foot ceiling height throughout, and it's not predicated on a supplied purchase part, that's a huge advantage. So now what we're looking to do, to be fully transparent, going into open house, we're very excited about a new floor plan that we're hoping to release. I'm going to try my best to keep my lips sealed.
That's tough. That's tough, Willie.
Yeah, especially with me, you know me. But the one thing I will say, River Ranch, as you know, at every show, it usually has the longest line, just because people have never seen, motorhome style side hinge doors going across the entire coach. But we had to add more value because it is a higher price point than Columbus. And outside of that added storage, a lot of the feedback from retail customers and dealers was, outside of having a lot of storage, even though it looks amazing, it needs to have a little bit more. So I think that we are addressing that well. You're going to see some pretty remarkable floor plans that have never been done. And I don't think any others are going to be able to replicate because of, again, how our patent is constructed, with that height feature to be able to do more on a rolling chassis than other people can do.
Well, you kind of skipped over, you didn't skip over, you mentioned the level floor. And that's doable because you actually have a full basement down below that gives you
Correct.
storage. And the full floor, keeping in mind, this is a fifth wheel. Everybody who's ever bought a fifth wheel is used to this. And
Yeah.
there's going to be steps somewhere, there's going to be front to back. But this gives you the feel of a very large travel trailer because it's all one floor. And in addition to your 7-foot height, I think that's unique. I don't think I know of any other fifth wheels that have a single level floor that makes it so easy to traverse the coach.
Yeah, and for everybody, wondering, hey, how did we do this? I mean, really, all Ron did was, typically when you go up to the upper deck of any frame, right, you have those 2 steps. So he just dimensionally drew out, we put struts and an all aluminum frame from that step level of the top of the upper deck, and we just took that all the way across to the rear of the frame. So that gives you, again, that raised basement all the way across, making thus the entire one level off that upper deck at 7-foot ceiling height all the way to the back.
It's fantastic. Well, look, I really appreciate you taking time. I know you're busy at the Frog Rally next week, is it?
So we have the Frog Rally August 13th, then August 21st, we have the West Coast Open House. September 7th, hello to my future bride, we're getting married. And no honeymoon, because then we have Hershey. So I already apologize in advance.
I hope you did.
Yeah, and then and the apologies aren't stopping yet. And then September 23rd, then we'll have the Big Forest River Expo. So I'm really excited about just where we're at. There isn't a lot of stress. We're focusing on, our new top secret project with River Ranch. We've simplified everything with 5 great floor plans. And we're just inviting everybody to take some time now to learn about Columbus and River Ranch. It's a really exciting time for us. We're going to do things the right way.
Don't forget, Willie, they'll be at the Hershey show.
That's right. That's right. So we will be there with the friendly staff of Keystone. So stay tuned for those floor plans. And again, we invite you to look at the map. And, you got a little bit of a walk to find us, but me, even though I've been up since 5 today, I'm a little calm, but I'll be back to my loud self. So if you can't see me, you should be able to hear me.
We'll hear you and know where to find you. Our guest this morning is Willie Miller, the general manager for Columbus and River Ranch under the Forest River branding. Willie, I will catch up to you probably in Hershey.
Sounds good, Bob. We love you. Thank you so much.
Buddy. All right.
The old line goes, who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The only way you'll find out is coming to Center Point Barbecue, just outside Nashville. We are here with main proprietor. Tell me your first name, sir.
My name's Robert.
Robert. Okay. Robert, you also told me that you're Italian too.
My mother's from Naples, Italy.
Naples, Italy.
Okay. Napolitano.
Okay. And RVers love to travel, and they love to sample local food. And I say, why go to a chain when the best food is at the smaller local places?
I agree with you 100%.
Okay. Now, I maintain that you can't get good Italian food in Nashville, and I also maintain you can't get good BBQ in New England. So that's why I come to New England to come from New England to get it. We want to tell our viewers all over the country. Tell us where you're located.
We're at 1212 West Main Street, Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Okay, so
we're 13 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee, which is Music City, USA.
Okay, so show us some of the products that you've got here, some of the features, some of these platters.
Well, here we've got a pulled pork plate.
Loud.
Pulled pork plate, vinegar salt, barbecue beans, pickle slices. Got to have pickles with barbecue.
So, folks, for those of you that can't understand him, we'll have the subtitles down below. When you say pulled pork,
pulled pork.
He means pulled pork.
Then we have turkey over here, sliced turkey breast.
Okay.
With green beans, homemade potato salad, and we got Bob Gibson's Alabama sauce. He gave me the recipe here not too long ago here in the restaurant.
Okay.
And we have our cornbread patties here.
Cornbread patties. It looks like a pancake.
It's similar. It tastes almost like it too if you put enough honey on it. And we got pulled sliced brisket. Got a great smoke ring on it. Wonderful bark. Spicy red slaw. Seasoned turnip greens. And some hot ass gravy for that brisket.
Some what kind of gravy?
Hot ass gravy.
Hot ass gravy. Okay. Now, I had some of that hot slaw. I think
Spicy red slaw.
okay, it's hotter than hell.
It's not that hot. It just depends on your level of heat.
It is hot, but anyway.
It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Really goes good on fish also. Salmon, tuna,
Okay.
hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Okay. Now that brisket, that's not something that you throw on at 11 o'clock in the morning and sell it at noontime. That's,
No, we've got 18 hours here. 18
Say that
hours.
loud.
18 hours here minimum.
Yeah.
We've got 8 hours here. This is brined meat also, the reason it's so moist.
Okay.
And then we're a full day, 24 hours on a full show.
Okay.
So we put it on in the morning, it doesn't come off until the next morning.
Okay. So, food, and as far as the store is concerned, you've got a little bit of everybody.
Everybody that's on the wall's been here.
Oh,
So
okay.
so to be on the wall,
Yeah.
you have to either eat here, we're catering for you. You have to be published, of course.
Yeah.
Got something out, got a label, and then it has to be signed. So
Signed.
everybody that's been in here has met those qualifications.
Okay. That's why I'm not on the wall yet.
Not on the wall yet,
Not on the wall yet.
but we play you on YouTube sometimes.
Okay, exactly. So, local flavor. One of the things I've noticed is that most of your staff knows their customers, so you must do a ton of repeat business.
We've got really good repeat. We also have a large international following, like yourself. You're from Boston and you're coming through, so we have several thousands each year that had made it here and then are return customers also.
Okay.
Some are 2 or 3 times a year, because Nashville is the go-to place now. Everybody wants to come to Nashville.
Yep. It's not just a place you drive through on your way to Florida
Good eats also.
or whatever. And this young lady, that Whitney.
Hi.
Whitney, come over here for 1 second. What is your role here? Not that you do grill rolls, but that's not your main role.
I do a little bit of everything, honestly.
What would you say to people that ain't been here? What makes this place special?
You just can't beat a good down-home restaurant that makes everything fresh from scratch.
Down home, fresh from scratch. Okay. Would you agree, sir? This is we're putting you on camera, but you don't mind. We're not paying you anything for it, but nevertheless.
Tell them about that vinegar slaw.
Yeah, talk about
First time
that.
trying it, I'm now addicted.
First addicted at first try.
First bite.
Okay.
They got me. I love it.
Did you try the spicy slaw?
I have tried the spicy slaw. It's also very good.
And what?
It's also very good.
Darn very good. But it's hot.
But the brisket and the pulled pork, beyond belief.
Okay. Young man over there, little boy, come over here. Come over here. You introduced me.
Orlando, man.
You introduced me to this place. Yes. And you live here in town.
Orlando, right?
You're here frequently.
Yeah, quite often.
Camden.
What do you like best about it?
Well, just great barbecue. You know, I've traveled. I've been to Texas, North Carolina, all the barbecue places. But ironically, right here in Hendersonville, Tennessee, this is the best barbecue in the country. And I've been to all of them.
There we go. Okay. So, give us your address one more time.
It's 1212 West Main Street, Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Hendersonville.
Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're 13 miles north of Nashville. Easy to get to. So y'all come and see us.
Okay. Thanks so much.